As a corporate M&A lawyer, I day-to-day advise small and medium-sized companies on raising VC money, and I'd be interested to ask, particularly Malcolm, what impact you think token sales or ICOs will have on the traditional VC model.
Yeah, I think the first impact is disruption, because the VC model, I'm not, through my career, I haven't really had too much interaction with VCs until of late, but my understanding is it's been pretty much the same approach to the business for many years, and this has come out of the blue, and it's effectively token sales. I think the figures for the last 2 years have been 1.2 billion, and it's a disruptive influence. I think that's the first thing, and it's probably a wake-up call to an existential wake-up call, if anything, because it's an entirely new model. How the VC world reacts to that and responds is entirely up to them, because it's clearly going to impact them when they see either as a threat or an opportunity, and those are the only two ways they can see it. So if it's seen as a threat, then how they're going to behave towards it. I think they'll probably go through the protectionist way of thinking. As an opportunity, well, that's what I think everyone would welcome, because there's no question there's room for VCs in this space. They just have to appreciate that the rules have changed. The technology is going to support them tremendously, because if they actually embrace that, then they'll see that, okay, they might not be able to take the proprietary approach. They'll have to sort of consider themselves as part of the mix, and where it goes from there, who knows?
I think just on that point, I think it's been 1.7 billion so far raised in ICOs this year. Expect to go over 2 billion by the end of this year. VCs are well down about a third of that. They know that this is attacking their market. They're worried, and this is why people like the exchanges want to get involved and find out more how the ICO market works and how they can manipulate it or get on board with it.
Just one quick point on that would be that tokens can come to market very quickly. I know VCs, they have to, the Series A, the Series B, it's a long game, you let things happen. Doing what Kryptonite One does is quite amazing in some regards, because we can invest in a project and have price discovery on that project within a week. We can then take out what we put in and go into 3 more projects 2 weeks later. Some of the uplift on, as everyone knows, some of the uplift on these tokens can be, if you've picked correctly, can be quite extraordinary. So, the frequency with which you can invest and being able to manage your risk almost instantaneously, because well, we haven't got enough of this, we need to get more, or we think the price discovery's been great, but we have a more exciting project coming up. That freedom and flexibility to move, very quickly, essentially, means that the VCs really need to look at this, because we do have some equity, but in some projects where those projects just didn't have a token layer at all, and some projects, some businesses just don't work in the token space, and that's something else to think about. But it's so you couldn't go backwards from where we are. We're so used to being able to move so quickly.